Collectively, we're experiencing everything that we consented to. We're experiencing everything that we gave permission to. We complied. We complied. Nothing was forced upon us. Nothing of this whole screwed up reality of realizing that as Americans, we're the bad guys. We're the ones who's hurting other people. This realization brings it home that we allowed all that we're suffering as Americans, we gave permission for it, we consented to it. And the way that we did, we allowed women to trick us. Women were used to make us very dumb, to disempower us, to have us to give away all of our power and authority. Our power and authority, it is rested upon our righteousness, our morals and values, our integrity, having a conscience. It all rests upon cancer. Every last drop of it, it rests on cancer. Without cancer, we have no true power and authority. None. We gave it all away. Through women, we surrendered all of our morals and values, everything that we had of judgment between right and wrong, good and bad. Through the woman, we gave permission to evil powers in higher places to take us down to this very dark place. They use women to do it. The beauty of women, the influence of women, the social leverage of women, the persuasion of women, their looks, their body, their voices, all amplified on the internet through that Pisces-Neptune transit. It disarmed us and it taught us that there are no morals, there are no values to adhere to. There is no good, bad, right, or wrong. There is nothing to question. All is well, all is good, all inclusive, yes to everything. Stand on the fence. You don't have to pick a side. You don't have to choose a side for anything. Everything is okay. To each his own. Just open the gates and let it all flow through. Yes, literally, pun intended, open the gates too. All is to be done. That's a woman. Through women, we learn to become this way, to become thoughtless about what happens to us, about what happens to our families, our societies, our world. We became thoughtless. We stopped questioning things. Why? There was too much comfort. There was too much fun to have. There was too much money that we had access to. There was too much opportunity and career. Degrees and success and graduations, turning up and partying, and I like to travel, flying all over the place, taking selfies. Swiping on your camera phone. The music that justifies every dark thought, every evil, every consequence that you could suffer. Music, there's a song for everything to make everything okay. There's a song to justify every dysfunctional thought that you can imagine. Women are such creatures to where if it looks good, it will be okay. I don't care what it does to me. As long as it dresses nice. As long as it has a cute outfit. As long as she's pretty. As long as she's beautiful. There's no wrong that she can do. All is forgiven. Yes, I give you permission if it's pretty, if it's beautiful. I don't care what it is. I don't care what's behind it. I don't care about the consequences. I don't care what happens to the next generation. I don't care what precedence this is setting. It's cute. It looks nice in that color. It looks beautiful in that light. Females only care about how something looks and how something feels. They don't give a damn about the thought behind it that leads to consequence. does it make me feel? I don't give a damn about anything else. Does it feel good? I don't care about what it means. Does it feel good? I don't care about the truth. Does it feel good? Disempower the men of society and raise up the females in society, and the next generation of children will become the same way, male and female. They will think the same way. Dumb as a box of damn rocks, worshiping their feelings, worshiping their desires, savages in pursuit of happiness. Everything they say starts with, it looks such and such, it looks such and such, oh my, it looks such and such. The only thing that they can say. America is not a nation of intelligent people. A high IQ doesn't determine who's intelligent. General Education Board examinations. We can't recognize the patterns that will save our lives. We can't recognize the patterns that will have us to avoid a doom, a destruction. We can't think past good feeling and ecstasy. We put pleasure and sex and lust above our wisdom. How are we an intelligent people? The General Education Board blatantly stated that it doesn't want you to be thinkers. But you think you did something when you got a college degree. We are the least informed of the earth as Americans. Taught and trained by women, and look at us, unable to think. We can't become great thinkers because our feelings are in a damn way. The Khazarians use a black woman to teach you how to abuse Venus in yourself and in the realm around you. The Khazarian taught you through the white man how to abuse Saturn in yourself and around you. It's not these two who are up for judgment. It's this regime that has been judged. And all who tried to use it while knowing that it was not a good thing. And that really includes all of us until we finally confess in ourselves that we have realized this. Every one of us, until we confess that we do realize this. You let the black woman teach you how to strip yourself of all of your morals and values, all of your shame. You have no more shame, you have no more values, no morals, no nothing. Because you followed her to learn how to do it. The magic and sorcery between male and female, you got it from her. How to oppress yourself as a woman and blame it on somebody else, you got it from her. How to live a selfish life as a savage in pursuit of happiness, you got it from her. How to desensitize yourself and become Machiavellian, greedy with ambition, throwing away everything that life is about in order to achieve, in order to have merit, in order to climb corporate ladders and skyscrapers. Looking at all things in the earth as numbers, numbers of consumption and sell and commerce and trade. You learn how to look at life as a colonist from the white man, and the white man got it from the Khazarian. You would love to find a way to make it somebody else's fault while this truth disturbs you inside of yourself, while it's uncomfortable to listen to it, to hear it. You would love to be able to say, oh, what's wrong with so-and-so? You are a heretic. Something is wrong with this guy. Well, that just lets me know I'm doing the right thing. Because why is nobody calling you a heretic? Why is nobody calling you crazy yet? Because you're a coward, you're a liar, you're not aligned, you're scared, you're running. There's no truth in you. If you look at these images here, if you look at the black woman here, that's South Node Libra. You look at the white guy here in the black, that would be your Capricorn, Pluto, transit finish. Okay, which was still closing up. The janitor is sweeping the dust off the floor from that as we speak. Putting this together, it explains how we became the docile people that we became. How we became the dumb idiots that we became in America. How do we get to the point where we just gave away our critical thought, our intelligence, our strength, everything about us that made us threatening? How do we give away our power? How do we give it all away to where they can just do whatever they want with us? You're looking at it. South Node Libra and Capricorn Pluto. Those two pillars is how it was done. That's what upholds the docile people which fulfilled the secret treaty of Verona. It used to be through religion. Religion no longer works since Pluto left Sagittarius. So it switched to corporate greed. Through your own corporate greed, awakened by feminism, awakened by the hip-hop industry, awakened by the splitting of man and woman into two taxable beings, into two working mules, into two corporate obsessed tyrants of themselves and others, splitting one Machiavellian into two, and we allowed them to do it. We consented to it. We gave permission for it. We asked for it. We participated. We played into the game. We fell into the trap. The black woman was used for everything of the left, everything of Libra. When it comes to democratic left liberal politics, when it comes to feminism, and all of the social programming that goes with it, she is the boss of it. She's the head of it. She's used to program every last one of y'all for that. But they couldn't do that until they got rid of the black man. Until they weakened the black man, and they used the crack epidemic to do that. His desperation to be to want to be a provider under systemic limitations, and them putting crack cocaine where you could take a rock and sell it for $50. It was a trap that never ended for him. That paired with feminism and other dirty politics, not only did it separate the black woman from the black man, but it got rid of the black man, the strong black man, altogether. It got rid of them. They ended up going on the party buses, filling the prisons, filling the graveyards. The black community became a defenseless territory. Everything that we work for the black community, it was over. And now the black woman has all power and authority over the black community since that time. This is why it is not a mystery to you, I dream of genie head ass bitches out there who think that you're just going to dream up, oh, if women run the world, it would be a lot better. Look at the black woman. She runs the black world. She's in charge of it. She runs the liberal world. You don't have to wonder. What does her world that she controls 100%, what does it look like? You go to any liberal city, any liberal community, any liberal state, and you will see the violence, the crime, the degeneracy, the spike in STDs, hypersexuality, early pregnancies, abortion rates, dysfunction, fear, poverty, the slums. That's the world that she will create. And when you look at the children she creates, her sons grow bloodthirsty and violent. Her daughters turn into prostitutes just like herself. And you wondering what the world would be like if women ran it. You ain't gotta wonder. Look at a black woman. How do we have so many educated women in this country, but don't nobody know how to think? How the hell do we get there when we got so many damn educated females, but don't damn one of them know how to think? Can't think worth a damn. College degree upon college degree and can't think. What good is that education? 1902 Board of General Education Board, read the mission statement. And I will clarify that. All your hiding places are up, people. All your hiding places are exposed. It's up. You can't hide behind a white man and the legacy that he has made of inappropriate power and authority. Dark Capricorn energy. You can't hide behind a white man and his legacy of Machiavellian expression of power. Because that has been the American way in modern time. It has accelerated since Pluto went into Capricorn. The desensitization of the self. Everything is about the bag. Everything is about money. Business, business. Corporate, corporate. This disease spread to the common people since that time. And everyone has gotten this obsession to recreate themselves in the thought process and mind state that white men traditionally introduced to the world. A Capricorn disposition of the self that is disconnected from Cancer, from the matriarchal awareness of itself, emotional limitations and thresholds, seeing other people as products and cattle, overriding the feelings, overriding the emotions, overriding everything about you that makes you human, that gives you a sense of humanity in order to fulfill the dollar, in order to get to the power of the dollar, in order to get to the status in the hierarchy. And the black woman has mastered it like none other can do. She became just like the white man. She's a splitting image of the white man. She became ruthless, inhumane, Machiavellian, desensitized, heartless, cold, a brute, willing to do anything to pull it off or sacrifice anything to achieve that goal and status. Mounting up in education, destroying and annihilating anything that's in a pathway of her obtaining that claim of status. The Capricorn Mountain. These two have become equals. The white man and the black woman. And it just so happens that both are equally used by Khazarians. They were deliberately engineered to become who they were. The white man is redeemable. He can be taught. He can be redeemed. Not so the Khazarian. The black woman is certainly redeemable. She can be taught. She can be redeemed. But good luck getting beyond their fear of losing their illusion of power, their obsession with power and control. One through the corporate means and one through the means of feminism and dark sexual power, the black woman. You want these evil regimes to continue so you can have a hiding place. You want the white man's illusion of power to last so you can hide behind it. So you can hide within it. It's up. It ain't going back. It's going down and it ain't coming back up. A lot of people thought that Trump and the Trump administration and whoever else is with him, a lot of people assumed that the things that he was doing were for them. Oh, let me go stand by these good white folk. Let me go get down with middle America. Only to find out that it was Khazarian's interests all along. And it don't matter if you're white in America. America is used to extract power and resources for the Khazarian agenda. And it always has been the case. But now the veil is lifted. They are not for white men. These Khazarians look at white men as what they refer to as goyim. These Khazarians are also aware that the black woman that they use is the real Jew. She is the Jew. She too damn ignorant to accept what should come with that as a responsibility. She is who he is claiming to be. It's the Khazarian who owned the slave ship operation. And he assigned the responsibility locally to the Goyim. The white man is a product of the Goyim. He's a student of the Goyim. Of the Khazarian. He's a student of the Khazarian. He's a product of the Khazarian. No different than a street nigga and a thug and a criminal is also a product of the Khazarian's imagination. Dapper Dan only dressed the D-boy, but the creation of the D-boy came from the Khazarian too. The creation of the street nigga came from the Khazarian too. We was fighting in the hoods and shooting and killing in the hoods in the 80s over crack rocks that he sent the Goyim out to plant in our societies. And then on the back end, he would construct the private prison industrial complex so he could fill it up using music messaging. Feminism is your enemy. Corporate greed is your enemy. The black woman is not your enemy. The white man is not your enemy. It's the spirit of what they were assigned to plague you with, that is the enemy. How many of you females out there get so offended when you hear something said about feminism because it's the only source of power that you could ever imagine out your goddamn head? Whose problem is that? That's your problem. Some of you will fall over dead and shit on yourself if you seen that the white man lost every drop of his power which he has. You just don't have a third eye to see it. He ain't got no damn power. He never had power. It's always been an illusion, just like it is today. You want to believe it because it's what you aspire for. Whenever somebody aspires for something and you call out the illusion of what it is that they're aspiring for, you snatch the hope out their heart. And it terrifies them. They don't know what to do. The gimmick is up. It's all exposed. You better get to the root of the real to find some power and authority in yourself. And it damn sure bet not come from your feminism or your corporate aims and ambitions. Your corporate ambitions ain't going no damn where. Everybody in America's in the same damn boat, including white folks. Everybody. White people used to think that they were special, but they're not. 2025 is their wake-up call. 2026 is where they better get it together. Because you don't got time for nostalgia. White people are finally learning that they are no more special than anybody else in America. That the Khazarians look at them the same way that they look at everybody else, a nigga. They couldn't risk giving the keys to the Hebrew. They couldn't risk giving the keys to the black man because they have to portray themselves as being in the destiny of black man. How would that work? I'm the same Jew, the same Hebrew, the same Israelite, the same damn prophet, the same messenger of God that we always have been since the beginning. Ain't nothing changed. We got the same voice and the same spirit, the same conviction, the same message. Nothing has changed. What change have you seen? I don't have to do no damn history search to find out that I'm a Jew, that I'm a Hebrew, that I'm an Israelite, that the Bible was talking about me. I don't have to look. It's a knowing in my own self, because ain't nobody else standing in this kind of spirit. Ain't nobody else coming up with a message out of their soul and risking their life for it. It's the legacy of my forefathers and nobody else's. So how the hell am I confused about who I am? There is no confusion. It's all clear. You people have to get your priorities straight. Feminism is dead. Walk away from it. Let it go. White supremacy is gone. Walk away from it. Let it go. It's dead. Where do you go from here? Before I go into this discourse, it's perfectly normal if right now you feel like you're at the end of where you want to deal with any type of relationship, circumstances, connections, terms, or whatever else goes in that category. Relationships across the board is at a turning point collectively. So if you feel like you I want to disengage. I really don't want to fuck with them niggas no more, I'm going a different direction or whichever else. Yeah, this is perfectly normal. Juno is changing up what it wants to commit to as far as relationships or why it's there. Okay? So Juno had an interest in Capricorn ideals that were still entertaining connections that foresaw a long-term trajectory in the life. Projects, collaborations, commitments. And it was along the lines of what we still felt obligated to do. But with Jupiter going direct in Cancer, it changes it to what we want to do, not what we have to do. Or what we see now is the priority, the need, in future context. Like what gives me a future outlook or trajectory among all things. So, with Juno entering into Aquarius, relationships have a different context now. There's something different that you're preferring in connections. And that is, there has to be a progressive outlook. There has to be intellectual substance there that allows the ideas, the vision, not to die, but to enrich, expand, and become real. You're looking to connect with talent, gifts, skill, competence, knowledge, wisdom, experience. Not people who help you to live out past patterns of insecurities, fears, and limitations. Ongoing futility. Uranus is going to be heading back into Gemini, and this is where our thoughts get revolutionized again. We get our thoughts set free, which essentially is you learn how to be a critical thinker again. You learn how to be a critical thinker again. What took our critical thought in modern time? Feminism and cancel culture. The dumbing down of the society. Social engineering. The overindulgence in entertainment and music and all of these other different things that turn your fucking brain off. They get you to become a dumbass through your five senses. When you do produce original thought, and it has to be introduced as something that you have to brave to introduce through Aries, shaming, insult, guilt, cancel culture, which females proudly create, are lifted up in the society. That's what you get in response for that. And we're learning to come out of that hesitation. We're at the second decan of Sagittarius with Black Moon Lilith, the heretic. This is where you taking all the smoke for what you say, taking all the smoke for what you do. You finally should be learning that looking for agreement is not the way to go, because that's how you stay dead. That's how you stay cold. That's how you stay fucking stupid. That's how you stay a fucking dumbass. You're waiting on other people to co-sign you, agree to you, or give you permission to take that action or thought, or to speak it out into existence. You don't have a mind of your own, an identity of your own. You can't take initiative. You're frozen. Why the fuck are you frozen? Full Moon Libra is coming up. Relationships across the board is getting ready to change. We're looking for a new mirror. Relationships are mirrors. You're looking for a new mirror to look in. Because what you're getting out of the people around you, what you're getting out of the people previous to you, people are telling you what you want to hear. Why? Because you taught them to tell you what you want to hear. You taught them to tell you what you want to hear. Females taught the whole fucking society to tell each other what you want to hear. Ooh, girl, you look cute in that. Knowing she look a plumb damn mess. Ooh, girl, you clocking it, you killing it with that, and the bitch look terrible. Nobody will lie to you more than females, your female friends. Females lie to each other impulsively. It is not a virtue to lie. It is not honorable to lie. The air train is going to speed life up. It is going to go very fast. There are going to be many breakthroughs that totally changes the landscape of this world. Feminism is fallen. Feminism is fallen. Feminism is finally fallen. Victory. Feminism is fallen. White supremacy, i.e. white narcissism, is fallen. The two narcissisms that we are learning to heal and overcome. The narcissism of females and the narcissism of white males. We are finally at a turning point where we're going to come out of those two sick thought processes. Those two sick regimes. One lasted for 400 years and one in the modern time lasted damn near 80 years. Let me not exaggerate. Let me say 60 years. Female narcissism and white male narcissism. It's over. Because the lie can no longer live. The illusion can no longer be upheld. The false status and image of greatness and superiority of the feminine, the superiority of the white male, it is no longer true and valid in the minds of the people. They are trying to hold on to what is left of it. They are fighting hard to let it live, but it won't. It is a desperate fight, the last burst of energy of the dead body, of the dying body. It is kicking violently, like a wolf that has a rabbit by the neck and those legs are kicking and kicking and kicking and bursting and kicking, trying to get loose. But it's about to be dead and cold. These two lies are finally up. They are exposed. And a lot of you out there want the lie to live so that you can have a secure place in it. Because it's what you're used to. The white proximity. The oppressive regime of feminism. The sisterhoods. The clicking up. The yes girl. And the teaing and the clocking it. All to your demise. It's all up, it's dead, it's gone, it's fallen. Where are you gonna go now? White supremacy can no longer hide you. Feminism can no longer hide you. Who will you become now? Both of these have turned on their up, on the bottom has turned to the top, and the top has turned to the bottom. Aries is about to champion the stallion. This is full circle now of the South Node Virgo, the South Node Libra feminism collapse. The Yas girl aspect of South Node Libra. That is the Yas girl South Node Libra. A lot of you bitches out there are so mad that somebody's saying it. You are so pissed off that somebody has the audacity to bring it up and say it out loud. But I'm teaching you how you are to use your Aries. You gotta find a long dick and put it on, nigga. You gotta grow a long ass dick and get some balls about this shit. Fuck what everybody think. Fuck who don't like it. If niggas ain't gasping for air, feeling appalled at what you said, feeling appalled at what you're doing, you're playing too short. You're playing too soft. Feminism is over, bitch. It's gone. White supremacy is over, nigga. It's dead. You ain't bringing it back. When you have purity and coherence, and you're not bound or enslaved by the shadow of Venus, your Aries will run very smooth for you. It will run very easily for you. And what it looks like for your Aries to run very smooth and very easily for you is that the innocence in you will allow you a greater capacity of courage and boldness, and it will carry shock. And people will want to accuse you of being a heretic. That second decan Sagittarius is what gives you the knowing that you really are standing in that Aries expression properly. But if you don't have purity in the heart, purity in your spirit, you're not going to trust yourself with that. You're going to be all over the place and hesitant because you got a guilty conscience. You don't have a clear conscience. This is taking place on the same platform. I can smell the fear in you motherfuckers. I can smell the fear in y'all. I live a certain lifestyle. I live a certain way that allows me maximum courage, maximum boldness. And it's called purity. It's not perfection. It's purity. My conscience is clear. It is crystal clear. A lot of you still walking with that guilty conscience. So the way that I speak, the things that I speak on, the things that I raise up, you know it's the truth, but it kills you. It causes you to tremble with fear inside of yourself to align with it. You're afraid of a voice like mine because it reminds you that you halfway did the shit that you think you're doing. It reminds you that you half-ass your spiritual work. It reminds you of how much a liar you are to yourself and how much confession that you still haven't come up with for yourself. I'm a mirror. And when you look in that mirror, you get angry. You get upset. You get frustrated. I can smell it in you. It's nothing but fear. Fear is all it is. And it shows you that from my Aries expression, you know what? He doesn't ask permission. He just goes ahead and introduces it. He doesn't wait for approval. He just goes ahead and expresses it. He doesn't wait for agreement or compliance. He just goes ahead and he expresses it. Why can't I be that brave? Why can't I be that courageous? It's because you have a sick relationship with Venus. You think Venus got something for you. You think she gonna come to your rescue. You think she gonna defend you. You think she gonna help you out, but she ain't. You have an inappropriate relationship with Venus. That's the problem. Addictions, escapism, technology upon yourself, illusions, delusions, exaltation in Pisces, caught up in the messaging of music and social programming. That's telling you what your spirit is telling you is not good for you. You listen to the music so that you can tell yourself it is good for you. You don't know how to tell which authority to listen to. The programming or your own conviction. You don't know how to find the voice in yourself and actually follow it. You don't trust your voice. You don't have an identity to resort back to for every decision. So you're all over the damn place indecisive. Look how fake you females are. No, instead of the appall, you should say, you know what, the infamous, I'm happy you pointed that out. I never realized that we have been bred this way. I'm going to change that today. But instead of saying that, oh, change the channel. I'm a run off. I'm a hide. You can't stop listening. You ain't got to hit the light. I see y'all slick motherfuckers. You ain't got to hit the light. Because look how many times you still come back to watch it, bitch. You the fraud, not me. You the one that's on the run, not me. You the fugitive, not me. I'm free. You ain't free. You a slave. Yeah, a nigga calling you a slave. That's exactly what 99% of y'all motherfuckers listening, you're slaves. A bunch of damn slaves. And you can't figure out how to get free. How is a nigga free? How is the son and descendant of slaves free? More free than you. I scare the shit out you motherfuckers when you listen to me. And it should. Because it should show you how much you betray your damn self. How much you hate yourself. Nobody calling you a heretic yet? Yeah, you're not doing your work. You're missing in action. You out here looking for peace. This ain't no time looking for goddamn peace. Peace comes after justice. You don't know, you really don't understand this, do you? If you are properly aligned with your Aries placement, you should already be sensing and experiencing the heresy aspect of the second decan of Sagittarius, Black Moon Lilith, helping her to prevail for you. If this is not the case, where you're enjoying peace, quiet, solitude, there's no resistance, there's no shake back, there's no pushback, there's no war, no opposition, none of that. Counterintuitive it is that you would think that that's a sign that you're doing things right, but it's not. It's only a sign that your cowardice is prevailing. It's only a sign that you're still tiptoeing. You're still waiting for permission. You're still trying to keep the peace. But see, you don't understand what peace is. Peace comes after justice. And that's what you fail to understand. The infamous is not mad. It's that you're not aligned. The infamous is not mad. It's that you shook. Let that marinate. What you have in your Aries placement, the house themes of who you are. And I give as an example, I have Aries at the 9th house, okay? This is to be a leader in thought, a leader in beliefs, one who goes to war against false beliefs. Understand that. That's my role, that's my assignment from heaven. It's my jurisdiction. And I don't have to ask permission for it once I understand that. I consult the eyes of the mother Cancer at the 12th house. Is that understood? But do you know your marching orders? Instead, you too busy looking at the infamous, gasping for air. Yo, what's wrong with this nigga? Not understanding that you supposed to figure out why the fuck you ain't on the same type of energy in your life. That's what you need to be doing. That's what you're missing. Why is everybody fighting except you? Are you absent in the war? Are you absent in this battle that we have right now? The light against the dark. Is there any darkness that you're fighting? Or is it at your convenience? At limitation of your comfort? It doesn't work like that. The fight is not at limitation of your comfort. It's not conditional. It's unconditional. The chips fall where they may, not where it's convenient. Do you understand that part? At your Aries placement, you are introducing thought, ideas, systems, initiatives, behaviors. You are cutting off or initiating what has not been initiated yet. You are hitting the start button where others hesitated to hit the start button. You are saying go where others have hesitated to say go. You are moving the order in the process of the new without permission of others. And this goes beyond their security thresholds. It goes beyond the threshold of comfort. At that Aries placement, you are initiating what we need. And it cannot be by permission. When you initiate what is needed, it is part of creation. If it is part of creation, it did not exist prior to you expressing it. This is what you need to understand. If I use myself as an example in the 9th house Aries, someone comes along and says that, hey, there's a problem with feminism. And you sit there in shock, knowing it's the truth, but because you can't get enough people around you to agree with the thought, you're still attached to the thought, trembling in fear to search your soul for agreement with it, and whether or not it could be true, to set your damn self free, and you select instead to suffer with the attachment instead. What you will find in opposition to Aries is Libra, impulse of shadow. It goes back to the South Node, Libra. What you will find in resistance to Mars, who is the commander of Aries, is Venus and all of her excuses. You will also find the past themes of where she is exalted in Pisces, escapism, music and agreements, social agreements, internet agreements and ideologies that support the continuation of comfort, the continuation of security, the continuation of normalcy that people are used to hiding behind, being covered in, the noise of agreement. As an example, anybody points out something about feminism, you go to looking in Pisces for internet agreements to empower your idea of what you're not ready to align with. Set yourself free. You know you have to walk through the wilderness once you're self free, and you're scared of that. You don't want to do that. It terrifies you because you are not ready yet to fathom or think that there might be somewhere else to place the containment of the feminine principle. You don't know. It is unknown to you, so you are full of fear. If you can't hear other women cheering you on and telling you go this way or go that way, you don't have a thought. You don't have an identity. You don't have original thought, and that's the crisis of you, especially Western and American women. You do not have original thought. You do not have original imagination. You cannot go in a direction on your own. You cannot take an initiative without seeing what everybody else has decided first. You are indecisive because you're fake. It's not the end to realize that you're fake. You can change it. I'm just the opportunity by which you can realize that. I'm the opportunity because it gives you the chance to change and heal. Instead of all of the appall, instead you should say in yourself, oh, I'm so thankful that he came along to make me aware of this crisis in myself. Where in your life are you making initiatives that cause other people to gasp for air and clutch their pearls? Why? Because of the insecurity that they might have to change their relationship with Venus. They might have to change their relationship with what they expected or anticipated to get out of their exploitation of themselves with Venus. Was this not the last lesson of South Node Virgo, number 9, Hermit card process that saved us from the detriment of Venus? Do you understand this astrology? I know I do. I know I do. It's crystal clear. It's my coherence and crystal clear clarity that scares the shit out of you fake motherfuckers on the other end of this bitch. I remind you every day of how fake you are. I remind you of every day of how much lip service you give, and you ain't busting a grape. You ain't doing shit. I remind you every day that what you did was some bullshit. It is time to get real. I show you every day that there are higher standards to achieve. You don't like that you are disturbed by the truth. When it comes to that Aries expression of yourself, you're supposed to bring in what you know is needed. Why would it be needed? Because what's going on and what has been going on, the patterns of futility, the cycles of futility, you see that there is harm in it. You see that there is no more benefit in it. You see it has come to the end of its course. We are just before the activation of the air trine. Juno is in Aquarius now. Uranus is headed back to Gemini. Libra full moon is going to change and open up these themes into a new context that brings us past the South Node Libra illusions that you all fearfully cling to. In preparation to this, you got to align with the truth. Otherwise, there will be disconnects in all of your relationships. Those disconnects in your relationships, it will subject you to the world that you select. Will you select the world of those who are too fearful to step away from the illusions and walk into the truth? Or will you be in the world of those who selected the truth and have conquered fear? You are choosing your reality as we speak, but what you think you're doing is you're resisting the infamous. No, you're resisting yourself, dumbass. And you can't see it. Why should I fight for you harder than you fight for yourself? Why should I want it for you more than you want it for yourself? Why should I actively love you more than you should actively love yourself to set yourself free? You don't want to do it, but you're going to end up in the world of those who struggle with the same thing, and you're not going to like it. The full moon Libra is containing all of these past themes of all of the pushback, all of the resistance, all of the fear that other people are projecting onto you because of what you're supposed to be initiating out of Aries that requires quite a bit of courage and sharp alignment with what is found to be true. You know what I see what we've been doing? It's been going this way. I see what we've been doing. It's been going that way. It don't make sense to me. I got to change course here. We have to do this differently. We can't keep doing it the way that we've been doing it. And you take it into your own hands to change the course, and everybody turns against you because of their fear. It's like runaway slaves. A nigga say, I'm getting ready to run away at midnight. I'm going to follow the Northern Star to get the fuck on up out of here. I don't want to be a slave no more. And you got a bunch of other fearful Negroes. Oh, Master been good to you. I don't know why you want to leave, Master. Why you want to leave, Master? Oh, you think you better than all us. You think you better than us niggas, huh? Oh, yeah, you want to leave the plantation. Oh, he want to go on to the big world, huh? To the big old city, huh? That's how all you motherfuckers sound. Like a bunch of damn slaves. You sound like a bunch of Negro slaves. Every last one of y'all motherfuckers. I smell your fear. Feminism is conquered. Feminism is fallen. Feminism died. Feminism has no success. Feminism failed. Feminism is on its back with flies and worms coming out his stomach, nigga. What? White supremacy has died. It's on his back. They got maggots coming out his mouth. These are two pillars that everybody was trying to hold on to so hard, but nobody will ever confess or admit that they was holding on to it. That's just it, because it's cowards that hold on to that. So synonymously, you'll never admit it, but it's what you desperately held on to. And I can smell it in all of y'all, that both of you struggle with both of these pillars. That all of you struggle with both of these, well, a lot of you motherfuckers struggle with both of those pillars. You can't let either one of them go. There's a lot of fear in moving on when it's unknown how you would do it, how you would make it on the other side. You want to wait until it's popular to go the other way. You want to wait until it's made popular to finally wake up and make sense of this thing. You want to wait until it's popular to say, oh yeah, you know, okay, I can admit now, I can confess now. You want to wait until it's popular to say these things. And that's the problem with females. Females wait until something is popular to make their mind up about it. They got to go by the vote. Whatever the voting results are is what they choose. You females don't have identity in America. You don't have a belief in America. You don't have a conviction in America. There's nothing you believe in if you were raised in America. No, it's not. You wait for the vote. You wait for the majority and then you decide, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that. I believe in this or I believe in that. Why? Because you've seen the votes. If you don't see the votes, you just simply, you stall the fence. You say, I see both sides. I take both sides. I see it both ways. You cannot be decisive because it's not in your spirit. You weren't taught to do that. You weren't taught to have your own mind. And oh, how ironic. The super feminists of the West don't have their own mind. How are you empowered and you still ain't got your own mind? All them college degrees and still can't think for yourself. When it comes to the truth, y'all the first ones to run. Y'all the fastest ones to run. There's nobody more afraid of the truth or accountability than Western females. You want to see a Western female take off and run? Bring accountability around the corner. They're going to take off. It's going to be smoke and fire under their sneakers. The bottom of their feet going to be hitting their ass as they run. This is an opportunity that I'm giving you to realize these things, to take notice of these things. It's an overcorrection, overemphasis in Libra, exploitation of Libra, and when it comes to how to operate through Aries, you are lost. And that's okay. That's okay. But if you can't come up with the confession, you can't come up with the change. Same thing with white supremacy. You feminists and white supremacists is going through the same struggle. You're trying to hold on to power. You're trying to hold on to power that's no longer relevant. You're trying to hold on to a system that doesn't work anymore. You're trying to hold on to a legacy that no longer has a tomorrow for you. You feminists and white supremacists are exactly the same. Your power is delusion. It's not real. The shit is fake. It's gone. The game is up. It's exposed. You're trying to wait till the last minute before you make the decision according to your own gut that's telling you the truth right now. But you won't do it because you're too fearful. You're late for the bus.